Welcome to GuitarReferenceGuide.com. Sean here again. We're going to go through the song Criminal by Britney Spears. Perfect song for a beginner. Very easy. First I'm going to take you through the basic chords, and then I'm going to show you how to strum it and count out the rhythm, and then you'll be able to play it. So the chords are going to start with the verse, and the chorus would be A minor. First finger, first fret B string, second finger, second fret D string, third finger, second fret G string, strum from the A string. Then we're going to go to an E minor chord. First finger, second fret A string, second finger, second fret D string, strum all the strings. Then we're going to go to a D Sus Four Chord. It's like a regular D chord, first finger, second fret, G string, second finger, second fret, high E string, third finger, third fret, B string. Pinky is going to come down on the third fret of the high E string, but you're also going to keep your second finger down on the second fret. So that's the D Sus Four Chord. Strum that from the fourth string. Take your pinky off at the end of that measure for a D chord. And then we're going to be back to the A minor chord. So the verse chords are going to be A minor, E minor, D Sus 4, regular D, and then back to A minor. Now I'm going to play it in time, and then after I play it in time, I'm going to break it down really slow. Here we go. That's the verse and the chorus. Now the bridge is going to go F, A minor, E minor, back to A minor, F, A minor to G for two measures. Straight eighth notes, and that's going to repeat twice. So, the verse and the chorus. The A minor, you're going to be plucking the bottom string, the A string, and you're going to count 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and. So 1 and then on the 2 you strum all the strings, and 3 you strum all the strings, and 4 just the A string, and then and. One more time really slow. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and. One more time. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and. So your accents are on the 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and. So the accents are on the 2. 1 and 2 on the 3 and the and a 4. Now all the other chords is going to be the same. Now we're going to go to E minor. Just pluck the bottom. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and. Now you're strumming the bottom E string. You could also pluck the A string if you want. Now we're going to go to a D Sus 4 chord. Same rhythm, strum from the D string now. You could also hit the G string. That is 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and. But on the and of 4 on that measure, you actually play the D chord. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and. And then we're back to the A minor. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and. One more time, really slow. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and. E minor, 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and. D Sus 4, 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 D. A minor, 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and. And so So then that repeats throughout, all the way through the verse and the chorus. Now the bridge, we're going to have an F chord. If you have a hard time playing your bar chords, you could play the root 4 F chord, which would be barring the high E string, the B string, 2nd fret of the G string, and the 3rd fret of the D string, strumming from the D string right here. And that would sound like this. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and, versus this. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and. So if you could play the full bar chord, that would be better. But if not, the root 4 is fine. Then the A minor, straight down strokes, E minor, back to A minor, back to the F. Now these are all downstrokes, so we're going to count 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and then we'll go to the G. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 2 measures. One more time through the bridge. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and A minor, E minor, A minor, F, A minor, G. And then it's back to the verse. And that is Criminal by Britney Spears, guitarreferenceguide.com.